I don't know what to do, and I'm about to cry. When I was trying to get the police here to take a report for people, intruders, I talked to security and confirmed that is an intrusion. They ain't supposed to be here, but a group of people came on the dock and came over by my boat. And I was trying to get the cops here to make a report on that because I got security camera footage. And the cops came, but were parked out front and wouldn't come down the dock, come down on the dock through the gate. And they can do that. We know they can. The McCann asshole, Mike McCann, the MAGA, HAGA, faggoty bitch from up the way, told me about that. They have keys to get into the gates, secured gates. They could have come down here and take a report. So I had to go out there to try to yell at them when I had 911 on the phone here and knew the cops were out front and they're calling me, trying to tell me to come out there so they can take me to psych ward for saying my stalkers exist. Well, I'm trying to show them camera footage of people at least trespassing down here. And when I went out to open the flap on the side to yell at the cops, I had the S23 Plus, the new replacement for the S22 Ultra that was stolen. It was Romana's phone that I bought and let her use, and she fucked me on and never paid me a penny, and I'm out $1,000 for it. I bumped it on the side of the Bimini top out there and flicked it into the water. Okay. And I'm just desperately torn on whether or not to try to go in after it. I got my anchor out and tied my rope to it and dropped it in the water to depth gauge it, and it looks to be about 11 feet deep. I can swim 11 feet down. I've researched the average depth of this bay area for camping, like for if I was going to have to move the boat somewhere or whatever. And it's 22 feet. And I'm not 100%. I mean, that's pretty deep, and I don't know how well I'd handle that with your eardrums and shit. Pop my ears right there, my jaw muscle. But I'm pretty sure I can handle 11 feet. Now, can I find it in pitch black in the dark down there? I don't know. But there's not a strong current, and I know right where it dropped. Like right. There's no the boat being so near the dock, it keeps that narrow, and I know exactly, like definitely within an arm span where it dropped. And I was thinking that there's no current at all, and it's a very dense, narrow device, so it probably would go pretty straight down, probably. And I could put the anchor down right where it was, and then use the anchor to help pull myself down to get down there. Plus, if I dive in. 11 feet isn't that bad. I used to be a really good swimmer. I haven't practiced swimming in a long time. But I'm a good swimmer, and I can dive, and I know how to cliff dive. Like, I really practiced that. I was scared of it. I went on the boat with my parents one time, and we went to a place where you do cliff diving. I was scared and a pussy. Eventually, I think I jumped once from like a 30-footer, which is not much. But later, I went back with the football friend that used to live in my father's apartment complex, the apartment complex he owned. I get this. My dad owned his mama's house, and he still made me second class in the relationship because I was a bitch. Nah, I'm dead serious though. Like, I was unpopular. My parents treated me so poorly in front of other people that everyone understood that I was a field nigger and not their son. So even the tenants in his apartments, his shitty little apartments, treated me like a piece of shit second-class citizen. Yeah. It says it can last 30 minutes at a depth of 1.5 meters for about 5 feet. It's been approximately 1 hour right now. And it's 11 feet down. So that's about a wrap. It's pretty much dead. Because pressure goes up the deeper you go. And if it's rated for 5 feet, 10 or 11 feet, it's going to force water into the air pockets in the foam much more quickly. And it only says it'll last 30 minutes. not fully waterproof. And I specifically looked up S23 Plus too. I came back in, had another beer, and ate some chicken wings. They go a long way to try to make these things waterproof, so there is a chance that it might be functional. An hour and a half or so. It's been about an hour and a half. At 11 feet, it might retain some functionality. Oh my God. Like, I don't know, man. Like, 30 minutes again, it says. And 5 feet. Look at this grammar from Google AI. Will not be no problem. Ugh. And it says water and dust resistance device is not permanent and may diminish over time. However, this motherfucker was brand spanking new. It's only been charged twice, right out the box. Like, I put it in storage after Romana and didn't touch it till right now when I needed it. S22 Ultras, which just got stolen, and his S23 Plus just got dropped in the water. That was the replace. It didn't last a week. By the way, I've not dropped the whole time I've been here at the marina. Not one tool, not one rope, nothing, not one object have I dropped in that water. I'm very careful. But I was in a panic and rush trying to get the cops to come down here to fucking take a report on the fucking. I have footage. I've managed to show security now, and I uploaded the 2 videos of showing people coming down here. And you can't zoom in automatically on YouTube, but on my app, I can zoom in 8x, and I can clearly see the crowd of people behind the dude that came over to the boat. There are at least 5 people, maybe a 6. It's a little hard to tell about the movement in the background, but at least 5 people were down here, and they weren't cops, they weren't employees, they weren't anyone that works here. And the dinghy, I made a video, and it was with that S23 earlier. I know it was because I checked OnePlus when the security was here. And it wasn't in that file. Then I checked YouTube, and I'd upload it because I was sitting right here before court, and my super good Wi-Fi's right here. So I triggered upload of my recent videos. I didn't publish it, but I have it uploaded. I have it fucking... Let me pull that up for this vlog. Because I showed the dude that, but it's not backed up to Google Photos. I already checked that. Meaning this is the only copy online that ever existed, or ever will exist, unless they go down and get that motherfucker. And even if it's broken, I might be able to retrieve for a lot of money the data on it. But there's only a couple of videos, like... But there was something extremely important. The fuck is this? Cool vid? I don't understand what that is. I've never seen anything listed as cool vid. And I don't understand what that is. And there was an upload that was not completed. That needs to be looked at because it may have been on the phone I dropped. But this, I walked past this and it tickled my fancy, and then it something. Then I did the logic and it popped to my head and it came running back. This is from the other side, from the main marina. I recognized it. It was over there. People that have access to that gate don't have access to this one. This is the guest dock, not the actual marina. So all the residents over there, they don't have access to this. And the only way to get here onto this dock is to have access, which I do. I was removed from that one, added to this one. The only way is for me to have access, to get on this dock into my boat over there, is by water. Why would you move? This was docked next to someone's boat over there, near me, near that MAGA dude, may even be the MAGA dude. Why would you bring it over here? It's docked in a similar fashion to that side where you do have access to the door. Why the fuck would you come over here? Because if one of those residents comes over here and goes out this door, they can't get back in. Well, you don't automatically have access. And I, likewise, only had access over there and not here until they moved me over here and they switched it. So why would he drive his boat over here? That's not been there, ever. The only purpose to come over here to this dock would be to get to my boat, which is the only boat on this dock. And without the security credentials, there's absolutely no reason for someone to move that boat from the other side to this side, except to access my boat. And that'd be the only way to do it. He might be on here. So I'm gonna roll camera. Locks in place. So I'm not sure what happened, but the dinghy was gone. When I was talking to security out there, we checked and shit. The dinghy is gone. There was no one on the dock, and there was no one on my boat. How did he get back in that security gate to get the dinghy and move? I want to make myself do it, But it's not. It's February, and diving into an open body of water in February is not going to be fun. And the security guard brought up how dirty I would be, how nasty this water is. And it'll be pitch black at the bottom. The only hope I have is that since I know right where it dropped, laterally, like forward and back like this, to the inch, I have it because the boat was I cinched it up really tight to the dock. So it's really precise on this method. And even left and right, it was the right side I banged it off of when I went to stick the phone out the window to yell at the cops to get the big bitch fucking lazy asses down here. They can come down and knock on my boat when I'm getting swatted, when they've been told by Nazi pedophiles to come destroy my life. They can come through the gate and come down here. But when I cause the victim of a crime, they don't give a fuck. There were at least 5 people, maybe 6 people trespassing on this dock earlier today. Hold on. A Galaxy S23 Plus can stick to a magnet if it has a magnetic case. Some case that built in magnets or magnetic case. The case I had on Romano's, I think, was magnetic for that. I got a thing for a car vent where it sticks to it. I think it does, but I'm not 100. But I can't guarantee that. It was the same pink case. I know that. Of course, I can find exactly. I'm sure I used I bought her a case and it attached. I'm not logged into fucking. Goddamn, of course. That was easy. So it would have been last year. Her case. And frankly, I wanted to keep it because it was pink, and I was hoping someone was going to fuck with me for having the pink case so I could whoop their ass. Because would I pick a pink case? No. Am I going to let someone get away with bullying me for having a pink case? Not a fucking chance, boy. There it is. Does indeed have a magnet. That's the case. I recognize it. So if I buy a magnet, I probably can retrieve it for sure. But since it's only supposed to last 30 minutes at 5 feet, and it's been 11 feet for an hour and a half now, in 2 days, like, there ain't no way. However, because of the situation right here, I'm supposed to be developing a toolkit. Having a magnet on hand might not hurt. Let me check on the price of magnets real quick. Yep. I I mistyped, but I had enter before the wrong word. And can it be a big bad one? This fucking weighs under a pound. Sheesh. $27. Security guards that likes me suggested this one. $22. Wait a minute. Free delivery, 2-day. $22. $28. $15. It's a fucking Monday the 24th. $15. GR Tard. And what does it mean by 1,000 pounds? What could it possibly fucking mean? Surely not the magnet would hold 1,000 pounds for. Surely not. Or 500 or 700. But the GR Tard, a little stronger than the 500 one, 16 to 19. $3 difference. The GR Tard has spoken to me. Oh, and there's bigger ones for more money. But this is less than 1 pound. Any of this should work. $20. Send that shit. Done. Do I go out there and dive in the water and fucking try to retrieve it right now? This, I don't care, is coming because magnets are useful for a couple of things. I know some lockpick tricks with it. I know some parlor magic tricks. A magnet could be a good thing to have on hand to put in my toolkit. I'm supposed to be developing a toolkit. Send that shit up. Wish I had one right now. It's definitely got a magnetic case on it. I was thinking about the actual device itself. There's a lot of metal in there. There's a battery in there. Some of that shit has to be ferromagnetic, but not all of it. But it's got a magnetic case on it, 100%. Trade-ins. T-Mobile offers crazy discounts on trade-ins, and that's why I got an extra line right now. Even if it doesn't work and I pull a fresh, and remember, it'll be completely clean. It's just in water, clean, well, not clean water, but not salt water, fresh water. It'll be an immaculate, unscratched phone. I could use it for a trade-in. $1,000 phone lasted me less than a week. What the fuck? The other $1,000 phones I've had, one just got stolen after 3 years right now, and the OnePlus, I sat on it and it cracked it. It was twisted funny in my pocket back when Romano was staying with me in my apartment in 2023. And it never stopped working. Oh, that's the extra broken phone I have in storage. I've got a broken screen OnePlus 10 Pro in storage. And I could have used it for a trade-in. I just remembered that. I knew I had a broken phone around somewhere, but I couldn't remember which one it was and shit. And I bought the new OnePlus 12 cash outright to replace that one, which is actually what we're recording on right now. It's only about 11 feet deep. I'm a good swimmer. I haven't practiced in a long time, but I'm a really good swimmer, and I know what I'm doing too. 11 feet ain't shit. Even with my blown ass lungs, I should be able to handle that. I have an anchor out there. My thought was to tie the anchor to the boat and put the anchor, center it right where the phone dropped. And dive in back on the rear of the boat, off the dock, facing the boat, and try to catch the line and pull myself the last little bit to the bottom. And then stick out an arm and just feel around, try to get the phone. The current here is minimal. The waves, when it's windy, there's some waves, but it's still, and it was still this whole time what was going on, and it's mirror smooth when it's still. And if it's at an angle or whatever, it could plane a little bit to the side, but a heavy object, a dense object like a phone, I have a feeling that shit would drop pretty straight down. See if anyone made a video on that. And I'm signed in to my and it canceled the fucking search.
Now, a few splashes of water at the pool probably won't permanently damage your phone, but drop it in the water and you've got a limited amount of time to rescue it. Apple says the iPhone 12, 13, and 14 can withstand a dunk of up to 6 meters. Samsung and Google say the newer Galaxy and Pixel phones are good up to 1 meter of water, kiddie pool depth.
Fuck, mine's about
That's
3
only true
meters
if the
down.
phone is in perfect condition, though. A phone with any cracks is not protected since water can seep into the electronics. Even in a case, a cracked phone will likely die if it gets dropped in any water. So if your smartphone takes a dip, act quickly. If it's in a case, remove it, then turn it off as quickly as possible. If it was salt or lake water, rinse it off by running clean tap water over it. Give it a shake to remove any water in the charging port and speakers and then blow them out. On iPhones, there's a shortcut called Water Eject. You'll have to install it within the Shortcuts app. When run, the iPhone will play a tone through the speakers to vibrate and eject any other water, similar to the feature on the Apple Watch. Do not plug it into a charger until it is completely dry.
Oh, the one I dropped was the one that goes in my watch, too.
All the water has been removed from the speakers and charging port. And resist the urge to turn it on for as long as you can. Don't put it in the sun to dry out. And if it still doesn't turn on, put the phone in a Ziploc bag with a silica gel pack. Leave it.
Yeah, that part I knew. Yeah, there's something I'm right strict on that. It says, you move quickly, and I'm sitting here lagging. I should just fucking do it. I've got balls. I've got skills. Inaction could cost me $1,000. I'm looking for how like My stalker said it was them doing burnouts here one night, and I have no idea if it's true or not. It's not very common. Like, literally, that's like the third time. And one of them, my stalker's claimed. Is it the weekend? Yeah, I think it is. It's Friday night. Saturday morning now, but... I want to see if they tend to veer off and plane to the side or whatever, or drop straight the fuck down. Because they're heavy, they're dense, and it has a thin profile from one angle. And the way shit works when it has resistance, what the back of an arrow has the little quilly thingies on, because that adds resistance and that pulls that part back. It adds drag to that part, and if you put drag, just like braking on a car being rear biased to make it go straight, if you put a slight resistance on the back of the arrow, it forces the rest of the arrow in front of it to go straight. Except for the archer's paradox thing. Yeah, I know about that. It's fucking freaky, but just in general, I'm talking about trajectories. It's $1,000 phone. I should fucking get it. I'm gonna get it. A magnet's on the way. I'm gonna get that motherfucker out of there. I will get it. But an hour and a half at 11 feet, 3 meters. It's beyond its rating, but it is definitely they say it can't be cracked and broken and everything. It's 100% a brand new, untouched version phone. Someone hasn't done that experiment to see how an object shaped like a rectangular cell phone glides through the water, like how its descending trajectory, if that's the right word. Like, I'm pretty sure the denser it is, the faster it'll sink. And it's very, very, very dense, so I'm sure it's going to sink like a brick. And it's rectangular and wide in two dimensions, but very narrow in the other dimension. So if the friction in the water turns it up vertical, it'll slice through the water, go straight down. And I can see it being that way. I really wanted to whoop someone's ass for commenting on the pink phone. I didn't get a chance to do that one time. Oh, and for the record, you know the one that got stolen? The police confiscated one. That was N20, a OnePlus Nord N20 5G. Decent second-tier phone, but a second-tier phone. The one that just got stolen was the Galaxy S22 Ultra. Top-end phone. You know what I replaced it with? I've not even booted this yet. Not even once. It's not charged full, and they advise you to charge fully before you boot it the first time. And yes, that's the case. And I worked some magic and got a screen protector. I overcharged with my credit cards. I hope that doesn't cause problems. But I'm going to have more money anytime now. It's almost the end of the month, and I got some more money. I've got it. The $1,311 I get from my disability will crush all this little petty shit. I owe the mechanics that I traded my bike for, $160. Then $500 on one credit card and $500 on another, and we're at zero all around. Oh wait, no, $500 on one and $500 on another. There was another set of bills I had right before I came. The bail shit, one of them never got paid off. So that will be the 200 has zero on it, and the 500 and the 500, that'll clear the Capital One and the credit one. But then I'll actually still have the full 1,500 on the Wells Fargo. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, fuck. Uh-oh. But I can wait. The 500 I put through on the Quicksilver, the Capital One, just went, and it has to go past the statement date before it starts accruing interest. So I can hold that 500 back and put the 500 on the credit one, and take that 500 I was going to put on the other Capital One and send it to the Wells Fargo, and I'll have nearly enough to pay off the whole thing right now. And a lot of the Wells Fargo is, no, all of the Wells Fargo, because I cycled it. I did get maxed out when I bailed out, but I paid all that off already. But then I paid the mechanic $1,000 off of it and covered this other shit since I got out, and the new taxes and stuff with the phone. I got all that. Let's see. So yeah, that'll reset the timer because it won't pass the statement due date, and it won't start accruing interest. So hold on, there's still a chance to get most of it with zero interest. But anyway, as far as what I replaced the stolen phone with, where's the thingy? I just had it. Oh, it's on the desk. Oh shit, I'm sitting on something. Yeah, my ankle monitor. I just pulled it out, right? They said it's 2 hours per day, motherfuckers. Now that is roughly my dinner time. Actually, a little more than dinner time, but that's only when I have a home. Okay. How long was that connected? I don't know. Good hour, maybe an hour. Just said 2 hours. But how long was it unconnected? Did I unconnect when I stood up? I assume. I don't know. It's only got one indicator light, and it doesn't change over time. It's just one. So I don't know what percentage it's at or whatever. The new phone. And here's my little magnetic stand too. I almost bought a car mount for it, but overnight while I was thinking about it, it tripled in price because some sale ended on Amazon, so I put a hold on that. The new phone. Focus, titanium silver blue, and it is the 512 gigabyte version, which I had to order special. They didn't have the terabyte version available, and I don't understand why, because I would have bought it. But 512 is that's a pretty big capacity, and I do pay for cloud storage backups, and it takes long enough to fill up 512 that I should have my uploads completed and be able to clean it out. The 512's have been working pretty good. The OnePlus, the 512, and that's the 512, and the S22 Ultra, they just got stolen, or 512. And the Samsung S23 Plus that I dropped was only 256, which is still pretty big, but not big enough for YouTube creators. So that's the best Android money can buy. It came out last week, or just, hold on, yeah, I'm gonna put correct. I fucking hate inaccuracies. But recently, is very recent. February 7th. 15 days ago. 2 weeks, lower than 2 weeks. 15 days old. Oh, and their launch event was in San Jose, California. I didn't know that. As if I pay attention for that. Fucking. Oop, and the lady at the T-Mobile store asked me if it came in red, and I answered her yes, but told her I couldn't swear it because I didn't pick red. But I thought that was an option, and it does come in red. I picked, I believe it's the icy blue here, the titanium blue. So yeah, it's quite literally the best. And I thought about the Fold because my tablet got stolen too. But the Fold as the last generation processor. And I want to fucking call in and complain at the store. I'm going to complain at the T-Mobile store because a nigga got smart with me in there when I asked him about those details. And he told me, yeah, you can Google that. And motherfucker, my phone got stolen. I'm shopping for another phone. Also, usually when I shop for phones, I research in detail and know more shit than you do about them. But because a fucking nigger jacked my phone, I wasn't ready to go phone shopping, was forced into it right now. And I'm spending big money buying literally the best thing you offer. So I want the information, your response is, you can look it up. If I can go look it up, then what the fuck is your job, nigga? Why are you working here? You're useless. And the reality is, it was that day I came from storage where they evicted me and shit, and I had that big backpack and I looked homeless, and they probably thought I was bullshitting about buying the best phone they sell. That's not an excuse. If you mistake me for a poor homeless person, that is not an excuse to treat me poorly. In fact, now that I know you would treat a poor person poorly, I don't like that. One, I'm going to be poor and homeless next week. Two, I used to be homeless. I really was only not homeless for a little bit. Like, how dare you? How about this? While you're getting paid, the shop was empty too. There was no one in there. Like, while you're getting paid to sell these products, how about you tell me about these products, motherfucker? And it's the same shop, by the way. I had customer service on the phone, on speakerphone. And they were telling me one thing. They were telling me that the SIM card that I got from the store I was standing in was from an expired batch that was not supposed to be distributed, and they made a mistake. And the employee, a different employee, different skinny little black dude, not the big tall thug looking nigga black dude that disrespected me, he told me that they're lying to me. That's not true. I don't know who's telling the truth, but I do know that it was about 24 hours, a little less, like 20 hours, one day from when they gave me the SIM cards, when I put it in a device, and I missed a whole day here on the boat on customer service phone call to T-Mobile trying to get the other one working, and failed. And then they told me it was because the shop gave me an old car they shouldn't have given me, and the shop told me to my face that's not true. That didn't happen. And I don't know who's telling the truth, but I exhaustively explored my options. And when they gave me and they also told me my handset may not be current enough, may need a new handset. That's an S23 Plus. Very expensive, very nice phone. I just threw in a river. Because the police, for being little cowardly bitches, wouldn't do their job. They only come down here to the boat to check on you when Nazi pedophiles call them and tell them to. It's double the depth it's rated for, and it's been in there 3 times longer than it's rated for. It probably is DOA. I don't want to look like a pussy, though. I mean, what? There is a small chance open water in February can send your body into shock and give you a heart attack and shit. Maybe. But I'm so jaded and old. Like, go ahead, kill me. If nature wants to kill me like that, go the fuck ahead. It most likely would not. Although it is very difficult to swim in cold water. Like, I'm not very experienced. I've had a few cold dips in my life, but I've never tried to dive 11 feet down and search for an object in the bottom in February water conditions. It's a hard decision. But I have the magnet on route. So I can fish it out. And it's possible to retrieve data. What data is on there? There's a few videos that weren't uploaded for sure, like the video I showed earlier in this vlog. It's not. I shot it on the way in right before I ate lunch today, and I uploaded a group of videos. See, it's not released yet. It's not titled or anything. The one about the dinghy out there was on that phone. What? Oh. It's not been published yet. Oh. Okay. Hi. Wrong one. The neighbor. Oh, the security guards show me the neighbor has a YouTube too, and it's got the counter version of me on there. But no witnesses. Not that one either. What the fuck is it? This one. What? There's something wrong with this? Didn't I play it since we've been sitting here? What's going on? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on. I don't get this either. Why does it say cool vid? And what did I upload that wasn't completed? And it wasn't on the phone that I dropped. I walked past this and it does that all the time. I walked past this and it tickled my fancy, and then it something. Then I did the logic and it popped to my head and I came running back. This was from the other side, from the main marina. I recognized it. It was over there. People that have access to that gate don't have access to this one. This is the guest dock, not the actual marina. So all the residents over there, they don't have access to this. And the only way to get here onto this dock is to have access, which I do. I was removed from that one, added to this one. The only way is for me to have access, to get on this dock and to my boat over there, is by water. Why would you move? This was docked next to someone's boat over there, near me, near that MAGA dude, may even be the MAGA dude. Why would you bring it over here? It's docked in a similar fashion to that side where you do have access to the door. Why the fuck would you come over here? Because if one of those residents comes over here and goes out this door, they can't get back in. You don't automatically have access. And I, likewise, only had access over there and not here until they moved me over here and they switched it. So why would he drive his boat over here? That's not been there, ever. The only purpose to come over here to this dock was to get to my boat, which is the only boat on this dock. And without the security credentials, So where was he? He wasn't on my boat, and the whole dock is visible if you stand and turn in a circle. He must have gone out that door or gotten on another boat and taken off. But why did any of that happen? You see these people hanging around back here? One dude came over to my boat. I can't zoom in with this, but I can on the app on my phone. I showed the security guard, but there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4 people there on one that came to my boat. Maybe another profile over there and one over here. It's hard to tell, but that's a blonde girl. This dude has blown out shoes. You can see that in the other videos. See him coming over there? Look at his blown out shoes. That's crackhead shit. And it has to be crackhead, because even regular poor people take care of their shoes. Your life depends on shoes when you're poor. He's walking away. Look at those blown out shoes. Look, see how they're flopping and they're untied and shit? See that? Is this maximum resolution? I have to publish it. No, hold on. I already did publish it. No. Make it 1080, motherfucker. Give me everything you got right now. Look at those flappy shoes. Even a homeless person takes better care of their shoes than that. It has to be a crackhead. And they tear the laces out of your shoes when you go to jail. And that's how a lot of shoes end up like that. But that shoe was bust ass. And there's a bunch of people back there. That's a blonde girl. Looks like a black dude over here. That reminds me, I need to charge my security camera. God damn it. At least didn't shut off the fucking camera. Oh, don't tell me this whole thing has been the wrong view. No, okay, the text switched to the wrong angle. I was like, don't tell me I shot the whole vlog in the wrong angle. All right, but that video is not backed up to my Google Photos because I never had a chance. Like, I didn't get to run backups. I could have, but I uploaded it to YouTube. I brought that in at approximately 12 p.m. I ate lunch here and uploaded it over the course of that hour and didn't even publish it till tonight. Or no, that still isn't published. And then I oh, fuck logins. And it might fuck with me on security and the numbers are compromised. Like,